Hi, my name's Simon from writtenlegalenglish.com and welcome to another video where we're going to have a look at a plain English rewriting task. Now this video isn't just for legal English students who want to improve their writing skills, but it's also to give an idea to legal English teachers, if you're looking for ideas, about how to practice legal English writing skills in your classroom with using a short exercise. And this is something that you can adapt to apply to many different areas, and in fact I've written a blog post about this on my website which I'll link to below the video. So if you're looking for ideas as a legal English teacher, hopefully this video will point you in the right direction. We are going to have a look at redrafting a piece of legislation. Now I know it sounds scary, but there are a couple of provisos before we get started. This is a plain English rewriting task. So the aim of this is to practice rewriting in a plain English style. Now, if you're preparing for the TOLS advanced exam, this is exactly the kind of thing that you should be doing. This is not to correctly analyze law and to come up with a correct interpretation of what that law is in English. What we're trying to do is, if we can achieve that goal, then that's fantastic. But what we're doing here is practicing redrafting skills. Of course, this could be used within a wider context to talk about how correct were you, or you could compare how other people redrafted this to see if there are any similarities and differences, and of course that could lead to a wider discussion. But the aim here is not to focus on legal correctness, but to practice redrafting skills. So let's get straight into it. What I did was I went onto the internet and I found a provision from a Polish law. And what I did with that is I took that Polish text, short Polish text, and I put it straight into Google Translate. And this is the result that I had. Now, you might scoff and you might say, oh, Google Translate, this is a disaster, you shouldn't trust Google Translate, and largely I agree with you. But remember, what we're doing here is we're practicing our plain English redrafting skills. We're not analysing the ability of Google Translate to come up with a correct legally binding translation of the original source law. So, of course, there will be some edges that we need to polish, which is precisely why we're doing this exercise. So the task I would like you to do is read this and try to explain this in a plain English way which makes sense to a potential client. So someone knocks on your door, you're the lawyer, they give you some law and they say, can you translate this for me? And what you need to do is you need to, as I said, put this into plain English so they understand what's going on as you would interpret this text. Once again, I stress, we are practicing plain English redrafting skills. We are not practicing accurate legal interpretation of the law. Of course, as I said, that could be discussed at a later stage in your lesson if you wanted to do this, or perhaps as a later stage in your legal English writing development. So the task for today is to work with this text, try and translate it in a plain English way, and I'll see you again at the end of the week with more discussion about how we can do this, why we should do this, and what my suggestion of how I would redraft this in a plain English way. So I know there's lots of talking in today's video, so please forgive me for that, especially when the essential question is quite simple, but have a go at that. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. And remember, if you want to see my comments, then you'll have to create an account on my website, writtenlegalenglish.com. It's a free account. And if you do that, you get access to all of my free exercises to help you practice your legal prepositions, legal collocations, and of course, these rewriting exercises. For more information about how to sign up to my website, there is information in the video below. I'll see you again at the end of the week.